In today's Honest Overwatch Hero review, we are reviewing Bastion. So if you were ever the person to camp in corners in any Call of Duty, then this is the guy for you. So, even though this is a big switch from Call of Duty, this is basically your LMG camper in Call of Duty. So yeah, guys, let's get right into this with talking about Bastion. So Bastion is a defense hero. He's a 1-star difficulty, but he is really, really fun to use, even though he's only a 1-star difficulty to play with, because he's an easy character to pick up when you're ready to first start playing, kind of like an LMG camper. So he has 5 configurations, or 5 abilities that make Bastion Bastion, and that is Configuration Recon, Configuration Sentry, Configuration Reconfigure, Self-Repair, and Configuration Tank. So basically I'm going to be going over each one of these and giving out the actual definition and then saying what I really think about each of these. We're going to start off with the Recon. So the Recon says, mobile with a light automatic weapon. So yes, it does allow you to move. When you're in this configuration, you can move. So you can run around, you can do everything you want to do with Bastion, but you can't go into Sentry, obviously. But what you do is you can go in there, and it says a light automatic weapon. This thing is not light. It is like a heavy machine gun in your hand, but it's handheld. This thing is amazing. If it had more ammo, it would be even better, because then you could probably take out like 2 people with 1 clip. Basically, you go in and you can spray this thing all around. It's like an automatic, it's like a pistol-looking thing, but at the same time, it fires like an SMG, like a submachine gun. So it's really, really good because it's a fully automatic weapon. It's not like it's like a 3-round burst or anything. So it's really good. So yeah, his configuration recon is amazing. The only thing that would make it a little bit better is its actual ammo count. It is still amazing though. And it has 20 ammo in the clip, which is still quite a bit. I mean, if you land at least half of those with headshots, you're gonna get a kill, and it's crazy. So next, Bastion has a configuration sentry. Now this is where he is at. If you're an LMG camper, now this is what you're gonna be using. Even though Bastion is a defense, his sentry can be used on offense and defense as well as his recon. But his sentry is very good on the defense. You can basically sit in any corner and spray with this thing. It has a total of 200 ammo, which is an absolute insane ammo count. And you can just destroy everyone. It's literally, there's no stopping a sentry for Bastion. I mean, for the most part, you're just going to go ham with it, and it's crazy. So, with that 200 ammo, you can kill around 8 people. I mean, that's just an estimate, because you can go around and if you spray everyone, there's not 8 people on a team, but I think there's 6. So you could probably spray all 6 of those people and get all those kills, because it's such a fast-firing weapon that basically if they even peep out their head for a second, get a couple of those headshots in, they're dead. It's amazing because it also each kill that you get for the most part, it's going to give you around 25% of your thing. Or sorry, not 25%, 15% of your thing. So if you can get, like I said, it's the entire team with maybe 2 clips, then that's absolutely amazing for you. So their definition is immobile with a powerful rotary cannon. So what that means is that when you are in Sentry, you cannot move at all. But, I mean, it's still really good because that actually makes it a benefit for you, because then everyone tries to target you, but you can just sit there and spray, but at the same time, it does make you a target. So, basically, what they have to do is they have to line up, but you can just sit there and spray them, but if they do get the shots, then you are dead. So the powerful rotary cannon part. Oh my gosh, is this thing powerful. They are not joking. It's amazing. You can sit there and spray for 30 seconds and kill, like I said, 4 guys. If they're all lined up in a doorway and they keep all popping out, you can just sit there, spray, 1 clip gone, and there you go. You get all 4 of those kills. It is an amazingly powerful rotary cannon. I highly suggest you use Bastion if you're new to the game, because he's super easy to pick up and he is really fun to use, especially when you're in a sentry configuration. The third ability that he has is Reconfigure, and that is switch between weapon configurations. Now this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically where you have your 2 configurations, Configuration Sentry and Configuration Recon, and by clicking the left button on your controller, or if you're playing PlayStation 4, your left bumper, I think it's called, then yes, you will reconfigure, which means you can change it between your Sentry and your Recon. It's not Y like in Call of Duty. That's the button you click. You will click your left button. Next thing The next thing that Bastion has is his self-repair. I could go on and on and on about how good and how bad the self-repair is. So basically what the self-repair is if you hold down your right button on your controller, you will heal yourself all the way to the max. Most of the time you'll use this when you're around 80 health or maybe even lower. But here's the only problem with it. Even though you can heal yourself all the way to full, it does take a bit of time, and when you're in your sentry mode and you're getting hit, you have very little time to get out of there, heal yourself all the way, and get back out there. Most times someone will be following you if you're a Bastion, and maybe trying to get behind you. And yes, so most of the time your self-repair is never used. I do sometimes find a way to use it, like most of the time, if my teammates help, I'll just heal myself even the littlest bit. But you have to hold it down. I used to think that you had to click it, and that's all you got with like your 10 health. I was like, okay, that's kind of dumb. But if you hold it down, you will completely heal yourself. So, last thing is his ultimate, Configuration Tank. It says mobile with a powerful cannon. So this thing is fast, and that's mainly what I use it for, to get somewhere a little bit faster. You basically get this cannon for about 10 seconds, and it is not all that. It is basically a very, it is good. It's a one-shot to like most heroes. Maybe a two-shot if your hero has like 300 health, which is quite a bit for a hero. But basically you only gain 150 health. You get to 450 health, and then you get 10 seconds to shoot. As many as you want, but it doesn't really reload fast enough for you to do that. It's like every single time you take a shot, I think it's like a second until you can take your next shot. And I know that's fast because that's 10 shots in total if you're constantly firing. But for the most part, I only get around 2 to 3 kills with this every single time I use it. Or sorry, 1 to 3 kills. I barely ever get like kills with this thing. It's really hard to use because then everyone targets you when they see it, and they just it doesn't have enough health in my opinion. I wish it gave you at least double health because now you're a tank and it's your ultimate. And the damage is okay if it gave you more time and maybe just a little bit more powerful cannon. Because at the same time, even though it's infinite ammo and all that, it just isn't there with everything. So yeah, guys, that's it for Bastion's 5 abilities. But now let's go into some pros and cons. Today we're going to start off with the pros, like we will most of the time. So let's start off with the pros. The pros is that Bastion is an incredibly good teammate in the sense where if you're in trouble, you run towards a Bastion, the Bastion will come and he will shoot whoever is coming after you if you just run over to him. So he's really good at being a good teammate. The next thing that is very, very, very good about Bastion is that not only is he good on defense, he can also help you on offense. If they're all camping in a room, your tank may do something. You can go right in with your tank and maybe even just get a little bit of damage. Even if you don't kill them, you can get quite a bit of damage off them with the tank. And then you can change back into your Recon when you're done and spray them. So not only is it the sentry that's good, but also the Recon with offense. And the last one is that he's not only good on offense, but he is amazing on defense. So he's not only a good player to play with, he's not only good at attacking on offense, but he's an amazing defensive player. I highly recommend you actually have a Bastion on your team if you're on defense. It's kind of like a must-have. So now let's move on to the cons about Bastion. Number 1 is that his self-repair takes a pretty long time to actually heal him. So for the most part, when you're Bastion, if anyone gets behind you, you kind of just have to sit there and take it. You just kind of have to like let someone come up behind you. You have to be like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Until someone else comes and maybe kills your teammate. Sorry, so one of your teammates come and maybe kills the guy who's behind you. Because for the most part, your sentry's not going to turn around fast enough before they get all 300 damage on you. Because that is an absolutely crazy amount. So if it's a tracer, they can pretty much empty a clip, teleport, reload behind you, and then just kill you immediately. So even though he's so good, anyone can teleport behind him, and he's dead in a matter of seconds. One more con is that his configuration tank is just not there. If his ultimate was a little bit better, it would make him that much better of a teammate. Because think about it. This guy with a massive sentry, if he had that sentry while he could move, maybe that could be it. where instead of that cannon you had, or instead of the tank cannon, you had a sentry on top. That would make him so much better, because then he could be a moving sentry. But the con is that the tank isn't there. The damage isn't there, the time isn't there. So you have 10 seconds to attack a point, and by the time you're there, your 150 extra health is gone. The other thing that we actually do is tips and tricks. So for the first tip and trick is that what you're going to want to do is a team setup. You're going to want to have a Bastion as your defensive person. You're going to want to have a healer. So that's Symmetra, Zenyatta, I think his name is, or a Mercy. I don't recommend you use Lucio. Even though he is good, he's probably better just not have that on your team as one of these guys. So with a Bastion, you're probably going to want a Rhino. The reason why is then he can sit in front of you with the shield, and you can shoot right through the shield and get him. So you're going to want a Bastion, a Reinhardt, and a Mercy, Zenyatta, or Symmetra. You're also going to want a sniper to be on your team to help you with the people that are trying to destroy you. So you're probably going to want either a Widowmaker or Hanzo on your team. Obviously, you're probably going to want more attack people, so maybe just throw in a McCree or a Reaper on your team, and that will be good for your actual team. Maybe a Tracer, I don't really know, but if you're on defense, maybe even a Toblerone. I don't really know how to pronounce this guy's name. I'll probably look it up. But yeah, guys, that is actually it for today's honest hero review. Bastion is kind of one of the best characters ever for a beginner. I mean, he's definitely there. He has some of the dopest skins, and even though he dies pretty fast, he's still good. So yeah, guys, I will see you in the next hero review. Goodbye.